What's going on, everybody? Z here. Welcome back to some more Foundry. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. I'm having a fantastic day, and I wanted to hop back into some more Foundry. I want to see what we can do with this new space station, because we got the stuff last time in the first episode to kind of get up a thing to sell and stuff like that. I kind of want to get into that and kind of see how that's going to work, because the idea of, like, you know, selling stuff and like fixing the space station, it sounds like a good time. So yeah, we're back. We're doing things, doing stuff. Today we're expanding the base because this is already too small. We have got to go ahead and get ready for future expansion. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. Like I said, I'm having a fantastic day. I can't complain. We're going to go ahead and take all of those, and we're going to just start expanding here. So I want to just basically go out, place a whole bunch of foundations. I'm trying to get an idea of a layout. So yeah, we'll go ahead and figure something out here. Because here's a resource pit. There's a resource pit over there. I think we also have xenoferrite there, ignium. We also have something here. We have water. We are going to need water at some point. So what I'm actually thinking is about building our main thing is going to, I think, stretch, like, what is this, north and south? Yeah, I think our main, like, area is going to be north and south. So I'm facing north, so south would be straight this way. Okay. I think this will work. I think we have stuff to play with here. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take out these big rocks and get a whole big area cleared here, and we'll be back. All right, so I got this area cleared. Now, I was going back and forth on how I wanted to design this. If I wanted to stay on the ground, or if I was just going to make a flat area and then float, essentially, you know, off the ground. But I was like, you know what? Let's stay on the ground. Let's not have it floating everywhere. Now, that's to a point, obviously. So, like, this drop down right here, this will be fine because, like, it's a pretty big area, you know, so we're not really going to have to worry about it too much. But if, like, there's, you know, just a little drop or something, like, we'll obviously overhang a little bit to try to keep things nice. So I'm going to go ahead and set this out so we can kind of get an idea of our base place here a little bit. Okay, so this is what I came up with, I think. Because, like, I don't want to, like, adjusting levels all the time. I want to make sure we have big areas that are nice and flat so we can build in them. So we have this area up here. And then we've got this big area, and then I dropped it down one to kind of mate up with this area, and then we're just gonna hover over these couple blocks and over the water until we, like, basically get to the other side there. And we'll just kind of do that because this is, like, not a big enough area to, like, drop into. Like, this area is not big enough here. This area is really not big enough either. So that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be my base, and that's how I want it. So there we go. There we have it. Now, we already have some miners set up here, so let's go ahead and let's kind of outline this. Okay, so there's that. Our ore pit is kind of lined out right there, and then we also kind of basically kept the same, like, height change or whatever. So that's going to work there. Okay, so we're going to harvest resources there, and then we need to take it into a smelting spot. So the reason I made this line was, like, this is going to be, like, our main walkway or whatever. And then we're going to branch things off that direction because, like, we have the space to do it. So actually, you know what? In all honesty, I actually think we should go this way. We should do the basic iron processing and take it that way first. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then, so let's go ahead. And I don't know if I have enough blocks to do this. I sure do. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and start moving things around a little bit. So this is going to be our drones are going to collect here. And then we'll go ahead and have them going right into smelters. And we're going to run the smelters just, like, right behind there because there's no reason not to. And then from the smelters, we probably should go into the basic parts and stuff. And then, you know what? I'm going to also go ahead. I'm going to get rid of this thing. We're going to take this up for now because we just don't need it. Not yet. Awesome. Okay. So there we go. Look at that. It's looking. Oh, hold on a second. What is in here? A little rock? We can't have that. Unacceptable. Very nice. And yeah, look at that. We're built around here. Hi, little friend. I know you have stuff for me, but we've got base building things to do. So let's go ahead and let's do this. We don't need these anymore. So let's get rid of those. Now, am I ready to get rid of everything else? I guess so. Yeah, I guess we're... Actually, you know what? We just build everything else. We don't have to get rid of anything first. All right, let's get some smelters placed. So we've got our things there. We're going to run 8 smelters. I believe we can run 8 smelters off of one off of one conveyor, because I think conveyors are 160 per minute. So we just need an input and an output. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can do this in an organized fashion here. All right, so there's all those. Do we have, is there a long loader? No, there's not. Okay, so we need, you know what? We need to toggle some research here. Hold on a second. Let's get some research going. So research interface, let's go with conveyor balancer. Oh, that's probably, and then a loader second lane. Okay, so we need to get that going. So let's start the research on that one. And then we'll go ahead and get the research loader 2. That way it can be, that way they can both go out the back. And we can keep things nice and tidy. Okay, so now that we did that, what do we need for some more smelters here? Because we need 8 for the technium as well. I need plates. I need xenoferrite plates. So let me see here. Give me one of those. And then we're going to go ahead and craft 8 smelters. Oops. No. That was wrong. There we go. Okay, 8 smelters. Now, I'd like to try to keep them in line. Ooh. We're not going to be able to, but I want to make sure that I have room for expansion in the future. So we might just put... I want things to look nice and tidy. I'm not going to lie. All right, so in the name of making things look tidy, I changed my mind a little bit. We have 8 here, we have 8 there. These are going to be for iron or xenoferrite or whatever. This is going to be for the technium. We're going to run one belt down the middle to feed them, and then a belt out the front to, and then combine them and basically output them that way. So that's how we're gonna do that. And they're lined up so they look nice. So we're trying to make things look nice as we do stuff. Do I also have, oh my gosh, I'm gonna need conveyor belts being made. Holy moly. So I went ahead and built a second research computer thing, just to basically kind of speed up some stuff here, because it's kind of slow. It's a little slow. All right, so loader second lane, which actually, you know what? I really don't even need that anymore. What does character improvement give us? Unlocks additional inventory slots for the player. Oh, that would be nice. 5 of those. Let's go ahead and start that. Okay, perfect. So that'll be pretty quick. And then that should, both of them should do that? Yeah, okay, that'll be nice and easy. Hey, look at that. Inventory size plus 5. Let's go. All right, now, next research interface. Let's go ahead and get the... I feel like getting the second lane one just is a good idea, so let's go ahead and just get that going. And I'm slowly cleaning stuff up as we move along here. I really should automate belts, though. I feel like that's going to be a necessity that we need to automate, but it is what it is for now. So here's our new little system. And basically, we should be able to go ahead and just do one there, there. And we should be able to also feed this side. And voila, look at that. There's our xenoferrite is going to come in, and then it's going to come out on here, but I don't have enough of those to make that happen. So instead of just like waiting, I'm going to go ahead and just start hooking stuff up as we go, because there's no reason to not basically get this going there. So that can start feeding that can start feeding these, and then boom, these can start doing their thing, and then we'll start outputting as well. Now, these need to go into a storage container. So I think I'm just going to run a storage container in on the end of each of these belts like this. And then we can output it right here in the middle for whatever purposes we need. Or actually, we could output it over here too, or whatever. Whatever we need to do. We can always move them later, but that way, that'll work. So let's go ahead and I guess let's get all of these up and running. Perfect. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got all the smelters going. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and do the same exact thing with technium. And then, yeah, I really need to automate. We got to automate some of the basic stuff. Conveyor belts, the grabbers, all that fun stuff. We got to get all that going too. Just make life so much easier. All right, so I got the technium hooked up the exact same way, basically the whole same layout right there. Boom, it's looking good. Now, that's only smelting it. We're not even doing anything with it yet, because we've got, what, rods and plates, technium rods, and then this makes xenoferrite plates. Perfect. Okay. So from there, we have some things we can further make into stuff. So we need to make some, like, tier 1 stuff. I like to make a little area for science. So if we go into craft here, we can see components, and then we have machine parts, wire coil, electronic components. So right now, the only thing we have is machinery parts. So let's go ahead and let's get How many assemblers do we make for everything right now? I mean, right off the get-go, let's make 2. Let's say 2 for now. We'll leave room for more, but like 2 I think will probably be good. And then this needs technium rods, and then this needs wire and technium rods. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and start placing some of that down in here. Hey, we got some more research done. Inventory size has been increased again. Oh, I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I knew we were going to need the inventory size for sure. Okay, so what do we have next? Containers, science pack tier 2, maybe? I kind of want to get through science pack first, you know, the first one. So let's just kind of keep working on that for now. Oh, you know what? Oh, we're not going to need lights. The reason why is I disabled the night and day cycle. For the sake of making videos and not having nighttime so you guys can see, I disabled the night and the day cycle. So it's a thing. That's why it's never going to get dark here. So if you ever wonder, why isn't it getting dark? It's because I disabled it. Let's do decor 1, because then we get a paint roller, and I'm actually kind of curious to see what the paint roller does. I wonder if the paint roller is going to allow us to organize things even further. So let's see here. Okay, where is our... All right, so we've got these machines. Now, these are going to be taking our rods and turning them into parts right now, mechanical parts, I think. So let's just set those there, I guess. And then I gotta clear out some of this area. We're expanding out here, and I'm trying to leave room for expansion, but I'm not also making a gigantic, super huge mega base. So there's that. Okay, so the first thing being made from this, I'm trying to line these up here. Let's do one there, and then let's go ahead and do, well, let's see, hold on. We're gonna have an input and an output. Okay, we'll see how this works. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to do what we need it to do or not, but we'll find out. So configure, this is going to be making machine parts. Easy enough. This is also going to be making machine parts. And now this one is going to be making wire. This one's going to be making wire. And then this one's going to be making, oh, you know what? Are we going to be making additional wire so we can turn them right into, electrical components? Actually, we might do that. I'm gonna see how this works. I might have to move stuff around here. Once we get playing with belts and stuff like that, it's hard for me to visualize like how much space we need for belts and stuff, because like I know we have these, so like you need 2 per thing, but then you can run a 3rd one because you have the long ones, but then you're gonna need input on these, and these are going to be spaced out differently. I need these much further apart from each other because we're gonna have to play with these a little bit. Okay. So there, those are good. Now, let's go ahead, let's get, ooh, I need so many of these things. Okay, we got a paint roller. I want to see what this does. What do we do here? Oh, we can pick a custom color. Okay, hold on a second. Let's do this, and let's call this one, is this safety orange? Okay, so we're gonna do safety orange. Now, I'm curious. How does this work? Color selection. Look at objects. Oh, I was hoping I could paint on the ground. Darn it. I wanted to... The idea was I wanted to paint these so we could have like, you know, designated areas and stuff like that. So it would look like a designated area. But, you know, I guess we already have that kind of with all this stuff. So, all right. Well, it's fine for now. Wait, hold on a second. Can you use this to change presets? Because we could have all of our like if I did red. It won't let me paint these. Wait, what can you paint then? I don't actually know what you can paint. I don't even know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. So, let's see. Let's get some belts in here. Let's kind of get this figured out here. So we're going to have a delivery belt. And then we're going to have a output belt. And it's going to be the same thing for this. Okay, so now this is going to be interesting because we're going to have a couple things here. We're going to have a delivery belt, but it's actually going to go past... Okay, actually, you know what? This, I think, is actually going to work here. Okay, hold on. So let me see. Now, we are going to need... This is wire, right? Okay, so what we're going to do here, output and output, So that's going to output wire. And then this is going to output wire and wire. And then we need a couple of the longer ones. So then we're going to have an input. So we're going to input there and there. And then input there and there. Okay. This will make sense here in a second, I think. I hope. Okay. Right? Yes. So we need another one of these. So we're going to place that one here. And then I need one more. Wait on this last one to get done. There. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have this one and this one. But these are going to be intake and intake because that's the output. So this is the intake. And then we're going to need longer ones. Oh, this is where, okay, this is where it's not going to work anymore. Yeah, this is where this is not going to work anymore. Because I can't output here. Because we also need to have an intake here as well. Because we're going to be grabbing the rods and the wire. So I'm going to have an output on the front of these two. Which will be fine. Because this guy is going to be making the electronic components. Like so. And that is all fantastic. Okay, so let's hook these up to this and these up to there. And we'll see how this goes. I need a lot more belts. Oh, do I need more belts? And you know what? We need a balancer too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run this. Let's see. Let's run that one down, and then what we'll do is we'll run this one this way and into there. This one this way. I'm going to have to do these like piece by piece here. Like that. Okay. And then this one to there. So we can balance the input of these two into this one, which will work just fine. Uh-oh. I messed that up. And you know what? I did all that for nothing because I don't even need that. Because I can just put one belt there. And then we can run it. Oh, shoot. You know what? I decided we're going to make it unnecessarily complicated. And I don't even care. I don't even care. All right, there we go. We'll output over here. Now, if I would have had more room here, I could have brought a belt straight out and we could have just put them right there. But you know what? That's fine. We're going to use this thing. It'll be fantastic. It'll be wonderful. All right, so now we can go ahead and place input there and input there. That'll get those running. All right. Now we're getting going. And I'll do the exact same thing over here because why not? Extra complications are always nice. And there goes the technium rods. So those should go on there. And then they should all fill into there. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to work. That's going to start up all of this. Wonderful. And now everything should work. Should. We'll see. Oh my gosh, you can hear the machines are all fired up. They're doing the thing. All right, now we need to go ahead and get an output on these. So let's go ahead and select those. And then make those the outputs. That way we can have our machine parts. Absolutely fantastic. Now we need to throw those into storage. So we just need to go ahead and store these now. So we're going to run this. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but you know what? It'll work for now. We're going to snake that like that one. And then let's see, we've got wire that we need to go ahead and store into this one. So we'll put that there. And then these, oh shoot, I forgot about the output on these. Yeah, we need to go ahead and run an output bell. I completely forgot about that. So that's why we don't have anything here yet. Okay, so we'll run there and there. Now, output and output. What are you not getting? Something's not done right. What is happening? Hold on. Oh, it's because I have these swapped around. That's supposed to be wire. And that's supposed to be wire. Okay. Yeah, those were... Yeah, no wonder it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't doing anything because it just wasn't ready. It wasn't hooked up. But they should have rods and wire. Perfect. And then we'll go ahead and grab this. Like so. Grab that like so. And that. So now we have wire, electronics, and machine parts all being made. And we have a little bit of room for expansion. So I think the purpose of this base in the grand scheme of factory designing stuff is going to be basically the base to start our production stuff and to start basic, like, we're building the stuff to build the base. If that makes sense. Now that we've got that done, what does a robot actually take to make? Because I wanted to get one of those. So plates, parts, and electronic components. So we have those now, so we can actually go ahead and start making that. So let's do that. Let's set up a little platform over here. Let's start getting those bots made, and let's start seeing what happens when we sell them. All right, so I expanded this out a little bit. Let's see. Let's get this thing in here. We need to place it again. So let's place it like this. I want to make sure it's actually on here. Is that actually on? Oh, just barely. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need to make regular little bots, or basic transport bots. That's the whole thing here. That's the whole thing that we're trying to make. So let's get an assembler. And like I said, so a transport bot is a plate, parts, and electronic components. So we are going to need to pull from here in order to make it over here, which is fine. Also, I do know, because I promise there's probably already been comments, I know that this one miner is not going to keep up with all of these smelters. I'm aware. We're going to make more. Just for now, we're going to get everything else set up. I know that's going to happen. I know it's a thing. So let's put this... let's put this right here. And then we want you to make... So configure this to make transport bots. And in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and allow... we're going to do this one to there. We're going to go ahead and run this one to there. And then we need to run a plate one all the way over there. You know what? It might actually be better to go up and over. You know what? No, we're gonna leave it on the ground for now. We'll get fancy with it later. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring this all the way over here. Because then we don't have to worry, hopefully. We'll run that like that, and then this one's gonna have to go like this. And then we can output from here straight into there. That should work. So that one there, that one there. Let's get we need a double. I am like out of everything. Wonderful. So while we wait for our double thing, let's wait a second. I did that wrong. I don't need electronics. I need machine parts. Okay. Here we go. Let's get rid of these. I just realized, I was like, wait a second. What am I doing? And we'll just go from here. And then we'll go from here to here. Okay, we'll do that. And then I'm going to have to empty that other belt because I messed up. All right, we all make mistakes. It happens. That is incorrect as well. Gosh, I'm making a lot of mistakes right now. Okay, I think I got everything. Perfect. Wait. Yes. Okay, this one's right. Right? Yes. And then there's that one. And then this one here. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. We'll set this to output. Let's set this to output. That should now make our little transport bots, which we can then offload. I just realized this is not right. These are going the wrong direction. Well, that's fantastic. There it is. Oh, our thing fired up. Okay, so construct the sales platform on the space station, produce 20 transport bots, deliver 20 bots to the space station, sell 20 transport bots on the sales platform. Okay, so this transport wares from factory to space station, transport wares from space station to factory. This one, confirm. Small cargo, confirm. Okay, so this is going to move transport bots to our space station, I think. I think that's how that's going to work. Let's see what happens here. Boop. Oh, here. Output. Oh, look at the little bots. They're so tiny and so cute. So now what happens? Minimum amount to move is 25. Okay, so we have to have 25 in order for our ship to even come down and even look at anything. All right. Good to know. So now, obviously, we pretty much already have everything else done. Okay, hold on. I also need to construct the sales platform on the space station. So storage, space station upgrades, sales platform. Sales platform. Don't I already have one? Build. Start. Oh, I guess I never built a sales platform. Well, we'll get that going. And then I'm going to go ahead and start deconstructing some of this stuff. I'm going to leave like the storages and stuff, but everything else has got to go because we got to clean up. Oh my gosh, that already looks so much better. Look at that. It's beautiful. We actually have some like organization going on here. It looks like an actual factory's popping up, doing some factory things. Okay. Oh, to produce 20 bots. We did it. How many do we have in here? Does it say how many we have? We have 19. Okay, we need to get 25. Oh, I want to see this come down and get it. I'm excited. Okay, we have 24. So that means it's gonna get, it should be coming down here pretty quick. Oh, here it comes. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Oh my gosh. It made it. It's here. It's doing the thing. Yay! Look at it. That's so cool. Oh, it's got like a crate thing too. It's like offloading. It's like boop, 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 boop. That's kind of cool. I like it. We got a thing. All right, so now what do we do with it? Let's go check up here and let's see what's going on with it. Everything's up and running. Everything's fantastic. I do need to, however, make we need to automate we need to automate conveyor belts, the little inserters and whatever, those we need to automate those for sure in foundations again. That definitely needs to happen. Okay, so oh, here we go. Look at that sales platform, 98% complete. All right, sell 20 transport bots on the sale platform. Okay, so finances, sale platform. Sales of this product on the sales platform is currently disabled. Enabled. Average hourly demand is 1,600. Amount to keep in storage is 0. That's insanity. We'll see. 14F plus 25%. Regulars 14. Wait, so how many? Okay, hold on. I just see. It wants 1,600 an hour. Like, I'm not making 1,600 an hour. There's no way. How many are we making? We're getting 6 per minute. Okay, so we have 300. Wait, hold on. We're making 360 per hour, which makes me think if we go to sales platform, we go to this average hourly demand. If we go up to that, that's 3. That's still too much. So I could do 50% more. And then our demand goes down to 532, which I can't even keep up with that demand anyways. So we might as well amount to keep in stock before selling on the sale platform. I don't need it. I don't need any of those. Okay. So we might as well be at plus 50% because I'm not making that right now anyways. Now, if I wanted to, we could make another one of those and we can be doubling the bots that we're selling. But we're not to that point yet. And honestly, I don't even know if we're going to have enough resources to keep up with this anyways. I got to go get more miners and things like that place. So, yeah, there we go. We sold a thing. We did it. We've got profits coming in. We're doing all kinds of wonderful things. Now, what is our like next objective? I think we need to go talk to our little robot friend over here. But we've got finances. So sales platform today. Is that day 1, 2? Oh, day -1, day -2, day -3, day -4, so on and so forth. So it's like today, and then like how we were like yesterday, day before, so on and so forth. Okay. Market earnings, spaceship refueling, external storage fees, debt, tax, all that fun stuff. All right, so that is all fine and dandy. What is the next thing on the list, though? Our little buddy is stuck right here. Automated power.
We did it.
Yay!
Automated power generation is the backbone of every factory.
Yes, we did that a long time ago. Yes. Okay, so space station antenna and expand smelters.
Time to reach for the stars, you say?
Expanding our communication capabilities.
We can get in touch with other galactic entities.
Oh, other galactic
Let's upgrade
entities.
the station to do so.
Okay. And then expand smelters, meaning we're going to need more smelters, right?
Okay, math genius.
Takes 8 small
If it
smelters
takes
to conveyor
8
belt.
small smelters
Oh!
to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore.
Look at that. I did that already. Fantastic. Boom. Done skis. I know. I'm just a fantastic.
You're right. This will provide a good supply of plates and rods. But given the task,
Soon we might need to scale it up even further. For now,
even further.
yeah, let's not get ahead of
For
ourselves.
now, let's not get ahead of ourselves and just take
Okay. So, space station antenna. What is that? Okay, so let me see here. Station upgrades. Reactor antenna. The antenna is needed to unlock and monitor. Repair antenna. Research requirements. Station antenna. Okay, so hold on. Where do we... Oh, okay. So we must have to do the research within here, and there must be a station lights. There must be a station antenna. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so how much do we need for that? Oh, it requires science 2 packs. Okay, so we need to get to science 2 and then we can do that. All right, so that means we need to get a whole... We should have a whole bunch of other research going too. And we got to get science 2 packs, which means we also need to make an entire area for science crafting as well. So we're going to do that next time, but that's going to end this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all the fun things. We've got a good basic layout here. And this is a good little foundation for everything now. Because, I mean, we've got 8 smelters. We have enough room to produce a decent amount of stuff. But like I said, basically, this first base... The first base is basically learning and unlocking stuff. The second one... is basically getting the stuff to make the rest of the base. So it's a multi-step program here on Z1 Gaming. So yeah, thanks again for coming out. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.